So a prayer partner, basically, I guess lots of the staff would have a prayer partner. And so my role, I'm on middle school, is for Brock's prayer team. And my role is to pray for whatever he needs prayer for, whether there's usually personal requests and then there's ministry related requests. And so our job is to just take them to prayer, do some listening for him when he needs it, and then just to uphold the ministry and to uphold him before God. Once a month we meet. It's the one ministry in the church where you see all the ministries come together. For me, I've always wanted to grow in prayer and try and figure out what is prayer. It's this interesting, it's a relationship, but how do you do a relationship with somebody you can't see? And so you're trying to figure it out. I had joined Prayer Mentors back in the day, and then COVID hit and everything stops. And I found myself in those moments of like, I don't even know what to pray. And I don't know how to pray, and I feel super inadequate. You're kind of like the disciples, Jesus, teach me how to pray. And then Brock called one day and said, I'm looking for some prayer partners. And I thought, okay, Lord, you're kind of funny. But yeah, I sense that you want me to learn how to pray by praying. And so we joined the team because that's where our kids are right now. They're both in middle school. And so wanted to actually learn how to pray, and you do it by doing it. And so I think it allows you as a parent to be involved in a different way, right? I mean, I've been involved in, well, it was deeper, and then it was grounders, right, where you're actually serving with the kids. But for me, this is that behind the scenes where I get to support him, and I support that ministry that has my heart because our boys are there, and to support it in a way that I feel like it's one of those behind the scenes, and yet it's a really big deal. It's so important for us when we talk about our church being a house of prayer. If I actually believe that prayer is so foundational in our church, then I want it to be covered in prayer. That's a really great way to be involved. Prayer Partners is about relationship and about connection too. And so this is about relationship, doing prayer partners, praying with other people, but actual prayer when I'm by myself is about relationship too. God with me, having a conversation with me. That's taught me a lot about prayer instead of just sitting there with my list. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about having a conversation, a dialogue, and watching God engage with me, teaching me how to pray, changing my request a little bit or my ask a little bit, and seeing how that changes even my language of prayer from God, I need this, to what do you see here? What's your heart for this? What do you want to have happen? And then praying those things and seeing him move has been a journey for sure in prayer. I think over the past 2 years, there have been a lot of hard things that have happened. A phrase that has come to mind, and that I actually had someone make a sign for me so that I could remember it, was let them see Christ in me. How am I going to respond in the midst of everything that we've been through? If I look at what Jesus did, and if I want to be like my dad, he ran toward the hard, he went toward the difficult. He loved people, he was compassionate, he engaged, he served. For me, that's looked like engaging in a ministry like Prayer Partners and serving where I can and loving how I can and just trying to show Jesus to other people in my life.